Manipulating Data Part 2. In this part, we're going to look at copying and moving data between cells using drag and drop. I'm going to go to my Office button, go to Open, and I'm going to find a document called Copying and Moving Data 2. And we open that. What we're going to do is select an area from A4 using our Shift button through to E9, and you'll notice that the area is now highlighted. If we actually bring our cursor onto the edge of the actual document, you'll see it turns into a black cross. I'm just going to move this up, and you'll now see a cross with directional arrows on it. Holding the left button down on your mouse, you can actually drag your item. So we'll just do that again. As you can see, I can actually move my selected area to anywhere that I fancy. I'm just going to move it to H4, and you'll see that I've actually moved the whole of that selection from the left side to the right side of the item. And I can do the same thing with this one. So I go to A15 and click on E19. I've got my crosshair here, and again I can maneuver it across. I'm just going to undo the last movement, and I've still got the area selected. What I'm going to do is actually copy this over to the right hand side. So rather than just moving it, I actually want to copy this. So I'm going to hold my Control key down, and I'm actually going to drag a copy of it over to H15, and we've now got a copy. So you can actually easily maneuver any selected area around a page and or copy it using the Control key when you've actually got your crosshairs in the directional mode, as you can see here. We're now going to save this, so I go up to the Save button and click Save, and then I'm going to close it, and we can use Control and F4 to close, and we've done that. In this section, we're going to look at finding text in a worksheet. I'm going to go to my Office button and open a worksheet called Searching. So go to my L1 Spreadsheets folder and look for the file Searching and click Open. You'll notice that we now have an area filled with numbers of users dependent on the type of Microsoft operating system. I'm going to click on my Home button, and I'm going to go to the editing group, which is at the end here. Now this has got things like auto, sum, fill, clear, sort and filter, and in this case we're going to actually choose find and select. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to choose find, and we now get a new pop-up. And what I'm going to do is look for the word Windows. So I'm going to type it in, and then I'm going to click on Find Next. And once I've done that, I can see how many times I've actually found the actual item. Okay, I'm now just going to reopen that folder, and as you notice, it's actually in recent documents, so I'll click on that and that will open it. In this case, we're actually going to find and replace text within a worksheet. So we go to our Home button again, and we go to the editing group at the end and click on Find and Select. And in this case, we're actually going to click on the word Replace, and you've already got the word Windows in the actual Find What box. And what I'm going to do is now type in Microsoft Windows. and I'm going to click on Find Next, and you'll see that it has found one item. Now, if I just click Replace, what will happen is it will actually replace that information with Microsoft Windows. I'm now going to click on Replace All, and you'll notice that it will actually update and make the replacement on 7 items. I'm now going to click on OK, and I'm going to close that dialog box. I'm going to save my changes, and I'm now going to actually close down my actual workbook using Control and F4. In this next section, we're going to look at adding or deleting rows and columns within a worksheet. So I'm going to go to my Office button and go to my L1 Spreadsheets folder, and I'm going to open Adding and Deleting Rows and Columns. Click on Open. Right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to insert a row of data, and we're going to click on row header 6, and you'll notice that row 6 will be highlighted. We're now going to right click on our mouse, and we're going to go to Insert, and you'll notice that it has now inserted a new row within the actual workbook itself. So we've now got 8 rows of information. I'm going to now use my right arrow, and I'm going to click within B6, and I'm going to enter GPS systems. And if I now press my right arrow, it will take me to C6, and I'm going to enter the value 219, and my right arrow again and enter 103, right arrow again and enter 99, and my right arrow again, which is in F6, and enter the value of 167, and press the enter key. So I've now actually filled that item with information. I'm now going to insert a column, and I'm going to click on C, and you'll see that it's highlighted. And I'm going to right click again and go to Insert. So I'm just going to undo what I've just done, and you'll see that we've got this actual area highlighted where we put in the new column. I can actually remove that column quite easily. Now I'm going to highlight that again, and if I right click on my mouse, you'll see that I can actually click on delete, and it's really simple to actually delete a column, or even if you're adding in a row. I'll just demonstrate that again. I'm going to add in a new row, so I click on C6, and I'm going to go Insert. I'll click anywhere within this, in the actual spreadsheet. I'll highlight row 6 again, and if I now right click and then click delete, I can undo that. And I'll demonstrate again with a column. So I'm going to add in a new column. I right click and then Insert, and I can click anywhere else. So you've now got your actual new column, which is here, E. To get rid of E, I just click on it and I right click and choose delete. And now I'm actually going to save this document, so I click on save, and then I'm going to close it down using Control and F4.